Back into the tower we go. The whiteness surrounding me evaporates, and I find myself back in the observation tower. I can still feel in my hand the impact of the sword piercing your breast. God damn it. Why couldn't there have been some other way? Erasing a soul is not salvation. God damn it all. She deserved better. So much better than that. No, now's not the time to grieve. There is work to be done. A girl to whom I must offer the chance for salvation. I mustn't cry over the white-haired girl's death now. There are things I need to take care of first. Morgana. Oh, hi, you're just here the entire time. Okay, then. That's okay. We just slain the other part of you, and we just formed here. Did you see all that? Morgana stands there, staring off absently into the distance. After some time, she slowly turns to face me. What exactly was all that about? I don't know, apparently slaying an actual angelic side to you, I guess, if we're doing this stupid, good and bad side of people, honestly, if we're going to. Like, it's not that black and white, but still. God. Come on. Say something. Answer me. Morgana. How? Doesn't make any sense. He and the Lord, they couldn't... Oh. Oh, it actually had some effect, actually. There were two different lords. The one in the estate, the one who locked you in the tower. How... What was he doing there? That's not... I didn't... The man I was trying to curse was the Lord who threw the blood sabbats. How did I... Are you saying I remember wrong? That's ridiculous. I won't hear it. I won't happen for a second. Like, did you just forget entirely, like, what was it? That slave, honestly, like, said you from the Lord, honestly, looked like? You can only just remember all that? I guess it makes sense from all the, everything that went by that, you just forget, honestly, the happy times, or, like, there were good times, honestly, but then they were colored over. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I can see that. Like, definitely. You were in a very tenuous condition, Morgana. More than even you realize. You can't assume everything you saw in that state of mind to be true. Why? Just why? It only makes it even much worse. Why would he do that? How could he kill me? He said he would show me the world. I cried for him. He turns out to be the one pulling the strings? You saw what led to this. You heard what he had to say for himself. Misunderstandings that went unresolved, that should have been cleared immediately. What he did was wrong. Indefensible, as far as I'm concerned. Oh yeah, definitely like that. I went on a whole tirade about that, honestly. This could have been avoided if he had told you everything. That said, Morgana, I can somewhat sympathize with how he felt then. Wow. Please don't say in that regard, not in that way, please. It's like just the relating to the situation itself, sure, but not those feelings, please. Please. You can sympathize with that monster? Well, I mean, yeah. Like, just because, like, it's not like it's not endorsement. Just because you understand doesn't mean you agree with it. In what way? He loved you. Sincerely loved you. Okay. If we had to convince her by saying this, okay, fine. And to be the target of such a vitriol from a girl he cared so dearly about. To be mistaken for someone else entirely. I can understand how that would have hurt. It doesn't matter. Doesn't change anything. But I guess, like I said before you started all this, doesn't change anything. Does this revelation change what happened to me? Does it make it any less of a hate-filled witch? What does it matter if he had his reasons? What does it matter if he's not who I thought he was? Yeah, there's that too. To be honest, yeah. Yeah, it's again one of those things like exactly going up to here. How did you like change your mind about someone, honestly? Look with this. Especially since he knew full right what he was doing, but he decided nah, I'll wait. I'll wait until the perfect chance. The perfect chance. Well, it's not even a sense of like like he was trying to work up like was he just trying to work up the nerve, honestly, or something like that? It feels like, or he's like waiting for this special day, the Harvest Festival, for it to be all let go. Like some weird, stupid romantic gesture. Like not even just a romantic gesture itself, but like a sort of literary romantic side, I guess. I don't know what's the word for that. Like it's more meaningful that happens on the festival day itself instead of just, you know, any random day, actually. Literally. Doesn't change the fact that I despise him with every fiber of my being. It's time to let go, Morgana. I met with a white-haired girl. I know her true nature. No, that's not me. You're right. I cannot definitely say that you and the white-haired girl are one the same, but you're like two halves of the same coin. However, I can say with certainty that she was a part of you. The creation of your broken spirit. The fact remains that she was closer to you than anyone else, in every sense of the word. Can you see the situation you're in, Morgana? The terrible, tragic irony of it all? You've cursed yourself along with everyone else. You've brought ruin to a life of your own creation numerous times. You murdered yourself. It's time to let go, Morgana. There's only pain to be found in continuing down this road. Morgana. I take a step toward her, and she sits back, quietly maintaining her distance. I can almost hear trembling in her voice. She says, "Stay back." Like, she's so used to doing this that now, when it feels like it's better to do this or that, it's like there's that apprehension, honestly, of what to do then afterwards. Or actually moving on. There is that. There is that. That's certainly relatable. You stay away from me. You have nothing to be afraid of, Morgana. I won't hurt you. I said stay back, you. I bet you think this is hilarious. That I'm blind and a fool. Wait, at what point, like, sure, people called, like, you know, tragedies back then a comedy, but what, at any point did anyone laugh? I don't even think I heard too much laughter at all, actually. It was mostly just sadness, pain, screaming, death. Where did you last hear about actual laughing? Morgana. Yes, got on you, my dear. You reveal my big secret. I'm a feeble-minded little girl with a poor memory. You've uncovered the truth of my death. Like, yeah, okay. Almost like, defensiveness of being proven wrong. In a sense, there's that too, I guess. It makes sense. Discover the white-haired girl's true identity. How he presumed she was you. How foolish of me. Laughing like I knew anything. Cursing the entirely wrong man. Absolutely brilliant, you might say. I made myself into quite the laughing stock. I'm not gonna laugh about your pain, Morgana. I've come to realize that perhaps I empathize with you out of more than just our shared loneliness. We're both yoked with unimaginable misfortune, lived our lives in lamentation of our fates. I understand your pain. That boat has long since sailed. You're right. It has. The perfect opportunity for it was rejected numerous times for over years. This is a realization I should have come to much sooner. Though you said it wouldn't have mattered, I still should have made an effort to get to know you in life. I feel guilty about how I constantly pushed you away. So, I like to make up for that now. I approach Morgana, hands stretched out toward her. She stands there, bewildered, as I place them on her shoulders, pulling her in. Not for my own comfort, as I've had so many times before, and not some out of pretend sense of pity for the sad pile of bones. I embrace her, and all the pain and loneliness she holds inside. Her body gives off no warmth, and it's as weightless as a skeleton all those many years ago. She, like me, lost so much in life. But unlike me, she had no one there in her final moments. No one in her final moments. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, like, technically, well, you had Giselle, honestly. I was thinking, like, the burning on the cross, honestly, is more spent in my mind than that. Like, God. It's alright, Morgana. Everything's okay now. The tale beyond the fourth door may have been a fabrication, but the creator's soul is always somewhere to be found in her creations. Yeah, same way that an author, like, writes a story sometimes, no matter what. A part of him has slipped in anyway. God, it's gonna be a whole thing, like, showing, like, that writing off. My own end. Knowing the inseparable link between her and the white-haired girl. That's where I'll find what I'm looking for. I'm here for you. You're not alone, Morgana. We can end all the suffering together. It's going to be okay. What's wrong with you? Have you completely lost it? I definitely expected that response. Do I need to remind you of everything I've done? All the pain I've caused you? No reminders are necessary. I know full well by now. You did quite a number on me indeed. Is your arm still broken? Can we get back to that, honestly? Like, including those, like, you know, phantom pains, honestly, like living her life, honestly, as well. Like, reliving all of that. Like, did you actually still feel that, like, it reset when you went back in the past? Or, like, it was just mental and, like, cursed, emotional internal pain actually granted onto you? The pain of sympathizing. Of actual empathy. Oh, God. Then, do you want me to tell you how he went from that to you holding me? You didn't do what you did out of particular grudge against me. Like, lashing out, honestly. It's the same thing of, like, a kid, like, wanting to have some attention, honestly, like, some help. And they don't know much they can do besides just lashing out to get attention from someone and see if they can give him, an out, or at least some way to get rid of some turmoil. Of that much, I was always certain. So I hold nothing against you. I bear no ill will. Nor, I'm certain, does Giselle. Where is she, by the way? Are we gonna find out about that right quickly? You're much too forgiving. I imagine there's something about having experienced the kind of pain we had that makes it hard to harbor any ill will toward one of our kind. Shared trauma or not, you and that woman really are something. God, there are no words for how much you irritate me. Oh, nice, I've been in effect. The bite slowly drains from Morgana's voice. In the quiet, I think I hear a muffled attempt to hold back a whimper. I pull away slightly, putting a hand under her chin and lifting her head. She quickly averts her eyes, but she doesn't knock my hands away as I reach them into her hood, gently send them against her cheeks. I run my fingers across the exposed flesh, then slowly pull back the hood covering her face. Look at that. You're quite pretty without your face hidden. I didn't think you're the flattering type. I assure you I'm not. He's learning! You see that, Giselle? He's learning? Go on, touch her cheeks. That ointment has really done a healing number on you after all these years, hasn't it? The century since. But she certainly does look better now, honestly. Now this is the girl you were always meant to be. Like, her eyes still are very piercing, but... If Morgana had a less harrowing life, this is probably what she would look like at 16. You know, you look a little like the white-haired girl. You look a little. I'm pretty sure it's still her anyway. The only thing's different, honestly, is hair. I think it's either brown or orangish eyes. So, it's kind of like a shade down from red still, but you know. We look nothing alike, I can assure you of that. Have you actually seen her too much? She's the very antithesis of me. But she was also a part of you. The last thing I want is to be like her in any way. And why is that? Because I never liked that girl at all. Always putting others before herself. Just watching her was aggravating. Although, in retrospect, she was everything about myself I deemed unnecessary. So that might explain why it was so hard to watch. Look, see, people are selfish at their cores, at least in some way. In some way, shape, or form. And if anyone portrays the perfect self, honestly, or doesn't have a tiny bit of that in their body, honestly, I would just get weirded out really quickly again. Like I think even if like an actual angel came down actually was that, I'm pretty sure I'd also just be taken aback by that anyway. Like, even if it's just meant to be inhuman, honestly, I would think I would actually be finding more things come with a demon of all things than an actual angel then. Literally. Literally. Like, if God made humanity in, like, his own image, then why not angels as well and demons as well? The only thing there is that they have a more elevated sense of what's happening in their own purpose. Like, leading others. Or trying to get others onto their path as well, no matter how you look at it. Also, I was so sure she was you, which made it all the more frustrating. Why would her being me bother you so much? Because that wasn't you. You're aggressive, you yell, you fight. Is that how you saw me? How wouldn't it bother me that you came back as a quiet, passive, subservient girl? Like, okay, yeah. I'll completely buy into that. Like, I'm not buy into it, like, I agree with you there, honestly. Completely. Like, yeah. I've already said that several times numerously, that's how I feel. Of course, now that I know that it wasn't you, so... like, displaced frustration and anger, wee-hee. You were that sure it was me, despite thinking we were nothing alike. Apparently so. Wait, hold on a second. Why would that bother you? I'll let you figure that one out. Oh my god, mysteries. This is the third one we still need to figure out on this list. God damn it. It's not important. Okay, I probably gonna like think about that or look it up later, honestly. I want to see people's takes on that actually now. So you got my attention. What do you plan to do now? To leave the mansion with you. Let's set everyone free and break the curse. Setting them free will set you free as well. So you want me to release their souls? Exactly. Just so you know, I haven't forgiven them. No, you're just moving on. My hatred is gonna just vanish like it was nothing. I'll never be able to forgive them completely. But, you're right. This has gone on long enough. Morgana. I'm not even sure what I'm doing anymore. It's all your fault, you meanie. So sure, I'll release their souls. I'm glad to hear it. However, I don't want to see them alone. I'm not sure I'll be able to set them free if I had to face them on my own. That won't be a problem. I'll go with you. We'll go see them together. You get to be my guide this time, then. Get to take up Giselle's old mantle. That I do. If it means taking this hand, that's pretty sick still, honestly, still. To be honest, it hasn't really changed, honestly. You honestly think I have any reservations about that? God, I swear. You really are the worst. Lead the way, my dear, to where their souls await. All the way from the tower to the rest of the mansion itself then, huh? Like, are we in the epilogue stage then? Yeah, where everything was still monochrome, black and white, with only the slightest bit of color. I always like the imagery of, like, when we first in the living room in the very beginning of the game, everything is black and white, but the only color that gives anything in the room is just the fireplace. Like, only the light of the fireplace actually, like, gives color out to the rest of the room. Nothing, like, doesn't give color onto it. Like, that's such a cool visual. Hand in hand, we travel the cursed mansion's corridors. The halls overflow with darkness, cut off from the sun and devoid of color. Despite having spent much time in this place, it's never stopped being depressingly gloomy. No one, for any reason, should be left behind in a place like this. Yeah, this scene actually, yeah, the colors, the candelabra hanging. I guess the candelabra would be the chandelier, honestly. We cross the living room, making our way to the back garden door. Like, where Jacopo, like, literally was like, yeah, destroy this, garden, honestly, that. I forget, like, oh, are we going to, we're just going back. This is the first door where we saw Mel's story first. I'm forgetting the other door. Okay, no, what was it? This door led to, door 1 with Mel's story. Like, first seeing him and Nelly, like, you know, talk and, play together. Then there was the cellar, which led to Yukima's story, is the, like, knocked out, amnesified Bestia. And I forget what the third door, honestly, was that led to Jacopo. It was the parlor door, one with the 8-ball, and like people like I so want it to be that literally again, like as time goes on, like people just add more renovations to the house, and like it just stays that way, honestly. They just add more renovations to the house, and then like the house just like, oh no, I hate this design choice. Just revert back. Well, they just changed the colors, honestly, part of it. There are no children laughing beyond the door. I can just faintly smell flowers. Michelle, what am I supposed to say to them? If nothing comes to mind, you don't have to say anything. I get the feeling they'll have something to say to you, though. So if you would, try to hear them out. Like if they haven't been completely erased. No, their souls are still there that we met before I'm like talking before getting the keys, before going quote-unquote back in time, then they probably still remember. I'm not looking forward to this. I'll go fine, I promise. Nothing that happens could possibly make things worse than they already are. Why you gotta say that? The only way to go from here is up, so up we go. Let's go then, I suppose. Only that part of the bush is green, everything else is just completely black and blue. A hollow breeze brushes through the gray-filled rose garden. The shadow standing there turns towards us. It gradually starts looking more and more like the young man it once was. No. Morgana? It's okay. We're here to free your soul. Michelle. You forgive me for what I did, Morgana? No, I don't. All this means that I'm done cursing you. Either way, thank you. I know what I'm doing here now. Or I guess I remember what I'm doing here. I deserve to be cursed with everything I've done to you. It can't have been easy, that's for sure. I'm sorry for all the pain I caused. What's done is done. I guess. Still, I wasn't lying when I said I wanted to be friends. I meant it. I really did. I know now why you did. Why you sold me out. Blackmail, betrayal. Some people might say another choice, but as the girl you actually sold out, those are the words you'll never hear from my lips. Yeah, makes sense. It's also just that whole thing of like, since I was the one behind it, yeah. I mean, I'm still working through if I actually bring it up. Like, again, I'll probably talk about, like games after this, but yeah. I certainly had a certain same thing, honestly, itself. It was like, it's no one else's, way to forgive or anything like that but my own, honestly. It's my choice, actually. No one else's. Because, like, if I'm telling a story, like, you might have your own opinions to it, but, you're just the outside observer to it. It only becomes, like, you only become involved in it when, you actually are part of it as well. Like, you participated in the event itself, not hearing it after the fact. When someone just tells you that, they're mostly just telling you in confidence, whether just to show, like, to connect with another person, or just give an explanation, or, like, an understanding of what happened, honestly. Just out of respect, honestly. Or just to get it out of their system. Fair enough. Nonetheless, objectively speaking, you too were a victim. Do you not resent me for punishing you in spite of that? Huh? I presume you're now able to recall everything. Both your first life and the second one I subjected you to, and the house is called Rose Manor. Yeah. What happened then was a result of my wish. You have every right to despise me. The way I see it, with or without your curse, Nellie still would have the same feelings for me. Yeah. It was my fault for being too dense to realize she thought of me as more than a brother. Things would have turned out the way they did regardless. Yeah. And again, I still recommend people to play through Coffin Ending lately, because, like, holy shit, that game is still great. Like, how they've written it so far. In the new chapter, honestly, psychologically, like, it's written really well, honestly. If, like, Jesus, I can't believe I literally brought that up out of nowhere, because I had the vaguest sense of it, and then it turned out to be true. Same thing with, like, other, like, stuff I brought up, and then it just got immediate reference, honestly. Like, quite honestly. It could just be my own writer's brain just like, picking up the themes, honestly, very quickly, honestly. Like, whether subtly or subconsciously or not, and then it gets brought up explicitly in the text, but still. It always just, like, knocks me out, honestly, whenever it does come up. Like, it surprised me nonetheless. The white-haired girl was the spark that set her off, though. It was because of me that she ended up in that mansion. My wish was to see her life utterly ruined. And to service that desire, the white-haired girl was born into that era as your half-sister. So I disagree. My curse did play a significant role in your fate. At least for that part, anyway, your second life. Regardless, I don't feel like it would be right of me to blame you. Things turned out the way they did, because I was weak and ran from the promise of facing it. Michelle wouldn't have had to get hurt either, if only I had more of a spine. But I guess calling her Michelle is kind of confusing with Michelle here, huh? Like, how do you differentiate the pronunciation Michelle with Michelle? Because, again, same pronunciation, but, like, just wordplay, honestly, spelled differently, but still. How should I refer to her, then? Girl Michelle, maybe? Creativity is such a strong suit, isn't it? No. No. Well, not at the top of your head, no. She wouldn't happen to be around, would she? She has departed from this world. Or perhaps we better say, she's returned to her rightful place in it. The girl you knew as Michelle is gone forever. That's too bad. I was hoping I could apologize to her too. I believe you made your feelings quite clear. Not that she would hold against you if you didn't apologize. Oh. That's simply her nature. Oh. Well, Morgana, I'm so sorry for everything. I'm gonna free your soul from the bonds of this cursed mansion, after which it should return to its rightful place. Okay. But before that, I got one last thing I have to say to you, Michelle. To me? It was a little hazy, but I did kind of get to see what you were up to until just a little bit ago. If you hadn't done what you did for me, for Nelly, for Morgana, for everyone, I'm not sure I would have been able to work up the guts to apologize. I'm pretty sure I would have still been convinced I wasn't at fault. It may not have been real, but your effort wasn't in vain. Thank you. You're welcome. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Farewell, Mel. Until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate. Goodbye, Morgana. You don't have to tell me that he wasn't a bad person. But bad people aren't the only ones who do bad things. Yeah. That's true, yes. But having a conscience can be a double-edged sword. The regret's so overwhelming, you don't want to believe you could do something so awful, that some outside force must be to blame. So I hope you're willing to accept at least part of his apology. Lead the way, my dear, to where the next soul waits. Next up is, the swordsman. I wonder if you actually agree to stay with that name. He never agreed to it, never thought of a name to give himself before, but you're hearing that one in the next life. Would he take that up as his new name? Oh yeah, the mirror and the painting. And whatever's going on in the cellar, please, can we please know about that? The staircase leading to the cellar is quiet. The air is still. No sounds of flesh being devoured, no stench of blood. Just darkness reaching ever downward. Oh, that just means, if Mel got a vision of his next life, that technically means that Yukimazu will then, remember that too. Oh boy, I wonder how he'll take that. I'm going to have to ask you to go in first this time. Just to be the human meat shield for me. That or just let your nerves get down, because, yeah, probably these last two, definitely just be seething in anger, honestly. I don't mind, but why? I'd rather not be skewered. That was my first thought. I'll be fine, I'm sure. I doubt he'll attack. Not physically, but emotionally this time. Can't say I'm anywhere near as confident as you. So you get to be my meat shield if anything go wrong. Wow, I can't believe it. Everything, meat shield go. Ah, so that's what I am to her. Well, I mean, you did start all this off right now, so for the time being, you kind of are a buffer. We may not have bodies, but we are still capable of feeling pain. Oh yeah, you made a great point of the power of empathy all the way into Michelle's physical body and nerves, honestly, before that flashback of a false time travel plot. You don't have to remind me. I had to say, I'm impressed you actually made it to the top of the tower. Is that supposed to be a compliment? Yes, in every sense of the word. Half and half. Okay. Regardless, don't assume you're safe just because you're already dead. If you were to attack and destroy your soul, you'd be erased for all eternity. Wow, what a nice thing to hear right now. So, like, if your soul is destroyed in the other doors, honestly, be right as rain. Spawn point back into the mansion. Get skewered and destroyed here in the mansion itself. You ran out of luck, buddy. You died in the spawn point. You don't deserve it anymore. It's like someone abusing the bed rights for Minecraft. There will be no coming back, in any shape or form, after any amount of time. Just something to keep in mind. I'm not worried. We shouldn't have any trouble talking to him. Immediately you start screaming. If you say so. Then off we go. Please, the handwriting in the floor. Handwriting. Maria, handwriting. Maria, handwriting. I just realized that's because we only saw them in the past, technically speaking. We're not gonna see Nelly or Pauline or Maria again, which I kind of wish we actually stayed more time with Maria, honestly, because what was it? She's technically really nice, and I actually really enjoyed her company. I think the reason I hated her, or at least I disliked her, even in Door 3, is mostly just because she kind of had the, like, she was kind of getting revenge on Jacopo, but kind of used someone innocent to do so. It's that whole thing for, you know, on your way to revenge and all that. The best way to inflict emotional torture, honestly. I push open the cellar door. Behind it, a shadow of a man sits on the floor, leaning against a stack of boxes. Is it right next to the handwriting? Please, I will be annoying about this until it is explained. Please don't just leave that a cliffhanger, please. He slowly rises to his feet upon hearing us enter. And as he does, the blackness dissolves away, revealing the man. Hello. I almost didn't recognize you. Your face, it's not how I remember. Well, I did miraculously heal. You know, I'm the daughter of the Lord, the God, and all that. It's back to normal. I see. So you weren't a witch. You were a pretty human girl. Are you saying there's no witches out there that look pretty? It's always that weird thing of like, what was it? Again, I keep bringing up like the devil or Satan is like meant to be like someone handsome or someone alluring to make you do the sins. So, okay. The same way someone can just be a devil while still being human. The same way someone inhuman can still be human, honestly. My gosh. You look a little like the blind girl. No, I do not. Not one bit. She dyed her hair. No, just white hair and all that, yeah. If anything, he looks far more like her than I. So I had a crush on you? No. White hair, red eyes. They even have almost the same name, with the L-E attached. I think comparing her to her large, dour-looking man is a bit disrespectful. They look alike? How is that disrespectful? Okay. Don't pretend you look any more approachable. He's not even half the man you think he is. Was that really necessary, Morgana? Are we gonna be now worried about being skewered now? He is a man. He's indisputably a man. No matter what reason you have to claim otherwise. Actually, can angels be male or female? You could be non-binary too, or like, does gender even apply to angels? Are there angel genders now? Thinking about it. Can you please just cut off with the angel thing already? No, keep going, Yukimazu. This is your time to literally keep going with it. Keep bringing it up. Keep bringing it up. If Chicago doesn't bring it up once, then please, just go all out this rant, but please. So, what brings you two down here? Oh, we're just here to drink some wine. Nothing else. You're just in the way. We're here to free your soul. Oh. You're forgiving me. Absolutely not. However, I decide there's no point in punishing you any further. I see. You are in no uncertain terms one of the most evil men I have ever encountered. I can hardly argue with that. Should you so desire, I can eradicate you. Morgana, what are... Let me finish, Michelle. Instead of letting your soul return, I can erase it. Your existence is a scar on the world. The lure of killing is too strong for you to resist. Even without my curse, you will bring pain and misfortune to others. That's kind of some good points, but there's a part of me just like, no one like should die unless like it's that bad. I'm feeling cognitive dissonance now, honestly. That's the big thing. Like I'm kind of fine with like some people being dead and gone, honestly, if they're like just a terror in the world and they don't give anything good to it in any capacity. But like there's also that part of me just like no one like should die. Like anyone who feels worthless, honestly, should at least have a decent shot anyway. And like again, the whole for the greater good crap, like it comes up again. God damn it, I still can't reconcile that. Just pure cognizance on my end right now. You're right, and that would probably be for the best. The world would be better off without me. And I know that. I do. But I don't want to disappear. And that's selfish of you, and I'm proud of you for it. Wow. As you wish. Then I will release your soul. Before I go, allow me to burn this into my soul. You must resist temptation if you are to blend in. So my next life, I won't be a killer. I suppose it's worth trying. Do your best. I will. Farewell, Yukimaza, until their souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate. Sphere of fate is an interesting phrase, honestly. Farewell, Morgana. Bye. He's not the only one who derived pleasure from others' pain. Yeah, it's kind of like, in this story is like doing a good job of showcasing, like, even people who, have done evil things, even for purely evil reasons, giving some kind of sympathy, like, not even sympathy, but understanding of why. It's actually pretty nicely well written. Probably like the, yeah, what was it, actually, yeah, honestly, thinking about it more, like, I would consider, like, Jacopo even more evil, to be honest, knowing it's wrong, full stead, and still doing it anyway. While, what was it, Yukimaza, like, his body, pretty much his urges and desires, tell him, like, hey, this is desirable, this is pleasing, this is pleasant, this is pleasurable, and then it's him trying to, what was it, battle against that. I wouldn't say just being born with it actually is I tried like being born with it actually is inherently always bad, but like he definitely has a harder stroke, honestly, to both try to get over that or like mitigate those feelings as much as possible. But with Jacopo, he knows it's bad, he feels bad for doing it, or literally he doesn't get any pleasure out of doing anything like that, but he still does it anyway, but for other benefits, or literally just makes things easier or whatever else. Like, I think that's more evil, honestly. That's the most evil, honestly. It's strange. Setting the free, I both feel like a weight's been lifted. Not forgiveness in a sense, but you're done worrying and thinking about them, I guess, in a sense. Like, yeah, it's definitely a nice feeling. Even if you don't ever think you actually harbor any goodwill towards them, honestly. At least it's like you're not obsessing over it anymore. And like I'm the greatest villain of them all, perhaps by forgiving them, you can come to forgive yourself. But if I forgive them, what does it make everything I've done until now? Ah, yes, that yeah, there's that. The whole thing of if nothing good came out of it, then it just means it was all just damage and nothing else. It's not good damage. I love that episode for that show. The first step toward moving on. Could you forgive those who wronged you then? Michelle's already done that, even though I completely think he shouldn't have that soon, honestly. And again, is like Jorge, Georgia's in the painting, are we gonna talk to them? Whoever that person the paintings honestly were. The woman who tormented you, your brother who made a mockery of you, your eldest brother who took your life, your mother so only accepted you she burned you at the stake. It's always one of these times that what was it? If the afterlife is a real thing, it's not changeable, it's not immutable based on how our time on Earth like continues goes. Does that mean like if someone does something bad, which at the time they think was actually quote unquote good or what they were taught, does it still mean they go to hell or heaven honestly afterwards? Like what was it? It's like no matter how you think of it, like it's technically bad in our eyes because like you know, in hindsight and values wise, like trying to kill someone or like calling them out, trying to throw them out just because they look different or they behave different than you, that's definitely just like the most horrible thing you could do, just like harming or killing someone just because of that and nothing else that they've done on their own. But like, that comes like, it's like my mind now that if that was like, I guess the holy scripture, honestly, at the time, like would they technically still go to heaven even though the person who's done nothing wrong gets killed? Because the scripture says as much, they go to hell anyway? Huh. That still comes to my head, honestly. Like as the beliefs, like, honestly change, and I guess, like, it changes, how, like, our belief in the afterlife changes as time goes on. Well, that's changed as well for morality's sake. Or it's literally just a whole thing of like when you die, like I guess like God like judges you for your sins and all that. That's a whole weird thing as well. That at the time, like, you thought you've done good, but technically speaking, it was the worst thing you could ever done. But it was the name of this, I guess, religion. Honestly, I don't like. That's the thing. I don't think that's not really what happened. I don't think with Michelle, honestly, with Didier coming to like slay him, because it's already been like shown that they've known him for like, you know, years. But the only reason they changed their mind is because they just stopped talking to him, and because of that they decided to change their mind and shape him, because they never even bothered fucking writing him and only talked to him their mom, honestly, and other people, honestly, in the spaces they've been in. They kind of had their own perception of their own family member turned on themselves. So, that's just food for thought. It's food for thought. Something just thought about. The villagers who falsely accused you of being a witch. Your father who raped the woman you love. Could you forgive them? Well, I mean, I think we already know that Michelle wouldn't forgive his dad, but, you know, if they were willing to repent. And if they weren't, what if they showed up intending causing you more pain, or dismissing it? Then I suppose I'm not acting much better than any of them right now. Let's go. We have more soul to free. Well, at least I'm having a more fun time. Actually, you just talking about this, discussing this. This is what stuff I live for. I still remember just like what was it? I know there was like a character in like no spoilers, but AI the Nirvana initiative that I like, honestly, it was bad at what they did, but at the same time is like, the situation was horrible, and now they can help them. And after like, I guess like they were arrested, I guess, or like people interrogated them, they were kind of just like moved away from the narrative, and they didn't give any other talking points or more weight onto them. Even the other characters that like really enjoyed their presence or like were friends of them, like they kind of just like tampered down their feelings. I kind of wish there was more discussion around that. Although it might go to full-blown revolution or whatever else. Or hysteria or panic or whatever else, but it'll still be interesting to think about and talk about. Probably just meant to be a very more easygoing narrative instead of this one tries to go instead of this game, Fata Morgana, where they try to discuss all the, I guess, the heavy topics around both tragedy and the topics of forgiveness and love. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Is Giselle really there with you? Like, yeah, and oh my god, I can't believe we didn't notice it. We just left the cellar too. God damn it, we're never gonna learn about it, are we? We're never going to. God damn it. I swear to god, those two things, the painting and the floor, honestly, they not be better, like, explained in the sequel. Please. Please. Please, what a tease. Because I can't sense her at all. If she were in the mansion, I would know. But I can't feel her presence anywhere. Yeah, she's just gone after that one night. Be honest with me. You can't feel her either, can you? Are you sure her soul hasn't extinguished? She's here. I'm certain of it. Lost, somewhere deep in the mansion's darkness. Once we've purged the darkness, she should be free to return. I have faith in her. I see. Well, I'm not sure how much this means coming from me, but I hope you see her again. I will, and thank you. I'm actually rather fond of her, Giselle. Although I suppose it's hard not to get a little attached to someone you spent several hundred years with. Probably that. Like, even if you found them annoying to start, you probably understand a bit more, honestly, and why they do the things they do for several hundred years, I guess. And lots of time to get to know someone, or to observe them, and see little bits and pieces about them. No wonder. Just attached? Only. Giselle, she's fairly fond of you herself. I can only hope. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this guy, for numerous ways, both for what he's done and, apparently the added, extra, I guess, small twist, I guess you could think of in a sense, of him, liking Morgana, I guess, let's put it that way. The smell of cigarette smoke seeped through the cracks in the den door. It's perfectly quiet behind it, however. He's just smoking up everything. No chatter clacking at Pillard's balls. Morgana appears slightly reluctant to step to the door. Perhaps she's tense. Shall we? Her hand in mine, I push open the door. Ah, yes, the parlor room. The relaxation place. A shadow is perched on the edge of a dark green rectangular table, something I've never heard of before in my life. He freezes for a moment when he hears us enter. Like, it's a small thing, it just means nothing, but, I remember just, like, thinking in, like, terms of some writing of, like, how do you write a character, like, who doesn't know things about the future or whatever else? Like, they were born and died in the past, and they, like, the narration that comes from them, like, they just perfectly know this item in particular. Like, I don't know when billiards were made, but it doesn't sound like it would have been there, like, before a while back, unless, like, the story, like, when they, Michelle actually entered in here first, like, he had no idea what that green table was, the billiards table, or, like, he figured out what it was called or what it was about, like, after going through the door itself. Like, there's always that weird thing in my brain of like some fantasy stories, like, some turns of phrases characters can, like, that are common to us, or mostly come from our own vernacular and culture. Like, like, goodbye and stuff like that, I know is, like, another way for, like, like, calling out, I forget the exact meaning of it, but it's another turn of phrase about God and, like, himself, but, it's, like, pretty much shorthand. It doesn't mean anything, but it's always something that comes to brain, honestly. Like, why some characters shouldn't, like, know about this, even though they shouldn't in the context of the universe they are in themselves. Mostly shorthand for the audience, but at the same time, part of me is nitpicky for no reason. Quickly finding his composure and marching toward us, determination his step. The shadows dissolve, revealing the man. It's someone we've never seen before. Morgana. Her face, it's healed. It did. It's been a long time coming. And would you look at that? Not a letdown. Oh my god. Was it him that healed you? Yes, it was him. Well, I'll be. I was always hoping I'd be the one to have the honor. You lost that qualification when you... Yeah, I know. I'm the one who made you into the witch. The one who killed you. I don't expect or deserve your forgiveness. I'd still like the chance to make amends in any way you wish. If it means being cursed for all eternity. I'm here to release your soul. Once that's done, that's it from me. No curses, no forgiveness, nothing. I never want to see you again, even in the next life anyway. Huh. So you're cutting ties completely. After everything that's happened, I don't blame her. Damn. Damn, are you kidding me? Truthfully, I had no idea how you felt about me. But that ship sailed long ago. Far, far too long ago. I know. Nothing can change how I feel about you. Not anymore. I bet. I'm going to release your soul now. Could you hold off on that for a moment? Everyone has a last thing to say, honestly. I don't expect you to reciprocate, or even accept. But if I don't put my feelings into words, I'll never get them through to you. I think that's how she put it anyway. I already miss Maria, honestly. She was the best character out of this entire game, please. She was great. So I asked for this one last chance to put them into words. Morgana, fine. The girl with the white hair, my wife, Michelle? What of her? Something about that name always felt off to me. And that's the reason why you decided to double down on that in that door? What the fuck? I can never see the feeling that calling her that was somehow wrong. When I first saw her, first saw that smile, I was dead certain that she was what I've always been missing from my life. Do I need to add? I never thought about this now. Do I actually consider like how old Michelle was in that door, honestly? Do I have to ask that question now? God damn it. I had finally found what I've been searching for. And now I know why. Because I felt you in her. The memories of you ingrained on my soul. You should know better than anyone we're nothing alike. That girl wouldn't say anything remotely impolite even if you had a knife to her throat. You're right. Nothing alike. But you've both got this aura about you that drew me in. I mean, it's technically like the same split soul over else, I guess, in a sense. But it kind of just means like I'm on a weird way, like you didn't appreciate the angle part of my separated from my devil angle part. I could be your angle, I could be your devil. Your soul's aura. I loved you dearly, Morgana. I've got no right to ask anything of you, I know. But could you maybe smile for me? Oh, God. Just once is all I ask. I can't do it. Yeah, okay, good. I should. I know I should. That would let us end things on a nice note. I can't force us to smile. It wouldn't be fair. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for putting you in that position. I've said my piece. I'm ready now. Okay. Very well then. Farewell, Jacopo. Until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate. Goodbye, Morgana. Never see you again! God damn it. Like, unless, like, thinking about it, like, I guess, like, the curse is done here. Either, like, it's, like, literally the same reincarnation storyline, like the sequel is. Are we gonna see these same characters again? And then get into another tragedy, another curse, honestly? Or, like, they're just side characters or cameos, honestly, for a new tragedy, I guess, in a sense. You couldn't have done anything more for him? Michelle, just stop. Immediately, just stop your tracks right there. Such as? I won't deny my feelings about him are complicated. The things he did to me eclipse all of that. Oh, no, no, you don't need to say another word. Obviously. That should have been obvious in the first second, Michelle. Oh my god. Merely learning the truth, hearing how he felt, is nowhere near enough to erase that. Because, again, he did all that, even having that, fondness for you in his heart. Yeah. Couldn't you at least put a little hope in your next lives? Michelle, I know you're trying to mean well. You've been meaning well the entire time since you, first formed here. Even your original life, but still. I would say this is one of those times where trying to be nice, honestly, would kind of make things worse in a sense. That maybe you two could try again. It's gonna be a while, honestly. Has to be a complete new blank slate, which, with the whole thing about reincarnation and souls being great, honestly, I don't think that'll ever come to pass. No, I can't. I don't want to encounter him again. Ever. I mean, again, cutting into her flesh to get blood out, literally mimicking, what the First Lord did, that, he saved her from. He literally became the thing that, she hated and he hated. And, what? It's good to just, forgive and forget, honestly, at that. This is just one of those things, like I keep bringing up before. Like, Jacopo Yukimaza, and, well, Mel is kind of, is fine. We can just exclude him. He was, again, blackmailed into it. Part of it's still on his fault, a tiny bit, most just because, he could have done something a bit more. Something else. Something small, honestly, to help alleviate the situation in some way. But I know he wasn't at part of it. Yukimaza and Jacopo, they could go off for the rest of their next lives doing all the good in the world, doing the absolute best they can with their lives, but that's not gonna change the fact that they personally wronged Morgana. Doesn't matter how much good they do in the world, honestly. That's still on the shoulders of the person who was oppressed or harmed, honestly, to forgive them. You should not force that onto them. Don't force it on Morgana either. Fuck, Jesus. Just because you hear it about it and you think, oh, that's not a big deal. It's a completely different story for the person who actually lived it, honestly. I mean, even if you think they're going too far, honestly, in some sense, they were still harmed for it, and they're gonna go through their emotions their own way. So that's not your choice in the matter at all. So stop. I don't want to encounter him again, ever. Then nothing else, could you try not to forget that he did save you once? Oh yes, he saved me once. I suppose. Though my salvation, Michelle, was not ultimately at his hands. I was watching to the very end. It may all have been an illusion, constructed from the memories of everyone's souls. But that didn't make your actions any less real. The things you said to me, your earnest desperation. Learning the truth is only partly why I decided to release your souls. The biggest reason, however, was seeing how far you went for me. If you hadn't been there for my death, if you hadn't done what you did, then I would not have freed them. Nonetheless, it is unfair of me to wish you'd shown him the smile instead. Morgana? Well, that's the last of them. No, yeah, definitely, honestly. Shall we be off now? The front door should open, and I'm not willing it closed any longer. Shall we take our leave of this house? Do we need to come into every single area and tear the runes apart? What does that mean if this game ends, that we will never figure out what the writing in the ground was and that person the painting is? They're just gone forever? I want to know that. Oh my god. One more stop, please. There's still one more soul that needs releasing. Be my guide. Where is it? 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 Still holding Morgana's hand, I make my way to the wall. The landscape painting hangs. Oh yeah, that. We can answer to this, but not the writing. Okay. You told me to come back if I ever figured out your name, George's. Hey, Michelle. Hello. How'd you figure out it was me? You're a fucking painter stuck in a painting! This is not rocket science. This is not like Mario 64, honestly. Of course I recognize my own brother. Well, great I didn't recognize you at first, because memory's gone! It's not every day your big bro winds up as a painting, huh? It came as quite the surprise when I finally made the connection. I'll bet it did. Hold on a minute. You two are brothers? I assumed you knew. Oh, hello there. Quite the companion you got there, Michelle. Oh yeah, I have someone who can curse you, so if you say anything out of line, you will get a slap in the wrist. So it brings you two to my little corner of the house. I decided I'm going to extinguish the mansion. Oh really? Well, that's something. You act like I just told you what I'm having for supper. It's very casual, yes. This place is gonna disappear. Forever. Well, yeah, sure, but what brought about this? I have lost interest in cursing them. Ah, now that's some good news. You seem to get along surprisingly well with her. Time out the hoo-ha, nobody else to talk to will do that to you. Not that she'll ever give me the time of day much. You expect me to stand here and listen to you yammer on for hours on end? Well, it depends. What he's talking about. He's talking about the consistency of paint or whatever else. Then I completely understand. But someone has to talk to about their special interests. The only thing you're good for is tossing rubbish into. The painting itself is a trash can. Wait, so she was the one who put the master bedroom key in the painting? That she was. Just tossed her right on in without even asking. No permission or anything. In my humble abode. Nah. Why would you get rid of the key to my room? I had no use for it. And being in that room always made me uncomfortable. It has this terrible warmth to it. I couldn't stand it. I didn't want to have happy feelings. Not in this economy. God. Sure glad she only tossed the key, though. Would have been bad if she'd thrown me out with it. I didn't see the need. I did find it curious there was a soul here I hadn't summoned, but you're ultimately harmless, since we pretended you weren't there. So she ignored him for hundreds of years? I guess with this metric, I guess, like, if I guess George is honestly, let's just call it that, honestly. Like, I don't even want to bother doing the whole back and forth thing, just George's is fine. Like, does that mean technically from, like, Jacopo was the main, curse bringer for, like, Jacopo, Yukimaza, Mel, that way? Like, for Michelle's tragedy, he was the one that caused it to happen? Him? The painting, all that? Like, did he convince it? Why isn't the mom here, then? What did he do that, technically was the cause for all of it? Besides, did he just make the painting and actually want to just outright just paint Michelle in the worst light possible? I understand now what you mean, Michelle. We said this world didn't belong only to me. Your brother was able to find his way here, because it's a place deeply bound to your soul. I'm no expert on none of this spiritual stuff. All I know is one day I was just here, just to die, floating in infinite nothingness, then boop, oh, I'm a painting now. Yay. Here and full of regret. So I better guess I'd say I probably end up here because I wanted to be somewhere I could feel you, Michelle. Ah, God. God damn it. I'm, like, I know this is gonna be something to do, but, like, honestly, like, after all this, I don't forgive him at all. Any point at all. I can already imagine Michelle is going to, just because, and doesn't harbor any ill will towards anyone, doesn't even want to curse anyone, but yeah, no. Speaking your behalf, Michelle, no, he sucks. He fucking sucks, honestly. He was like the picture perfect, but then realizing, oh, I'm not an older brother. I'm protecting my little sister anymore. I'm just older brother to my little brother now. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. No. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to take with that? What are you supposed to take with that? Like, you just don't want to agree, honestly, with him, how I guess a family wants to live their life. It's not harming anyone else. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck him. Georges, would you be so kind as to let me apologize? I know quite well how sorry you are. No, Michelle, just stop. Let him get the entire thing out, and I want to hear exactly what was his deal, what was his problem, what was his damage. And you've already apologized once besides. That was before he made a painting about you, like, in the form he hated. That was before that. He didn't apologize for shit of what happened after the last you saw you. I went years not seeing you, not hearing from you, not having an idea what you thought about me. So when I got the painting, it was a huge blow to me emotionally. Oh yeah, and because of that, fuck him. Talking to you again has reminded me what kind of person you really are, Georges. You didn't mean to hurt me. Nope. Honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. Mom said paint it, so I painted it. And when she told me she sent it off to you, I didn't really think anything of it. It never crossed my mind to think about how you felt out there all alone. The kind of pain you're going through just because of the way you were born. When you're not the one on the receiving end, it's easy to be completely blind to your own actions. It never occurred to me that we essentially exiled you, Michelle. Not until it was all over. Really, all I can say is, sorry you get stuck with such a dope for a brother. Yeah, I still don't forgive him, honestly. I still don't. And like what? I want to know what was going through Didier's head then, honestly. I want to know about that. The mom, by this point, no matter what, she's just completely set in stone. She's always gonna be that way. But what about Didier, honestly? Also, why isn't he here then? All I had to do was think about it for 2 seconds, and I would have realized what we were doing. And you know, at the time, I thought, what's the matter if you're a guy or a girl? You're still you. But I was wrong. It's not that simple. I can only imagine someone coming up to me one day saying, nah, you're actually a girl. Never when I care about something not wanting anything to do with me. What a drag that be. I'm really sorry, bro. It's okay, Georges. I forgive you. I don't. Thanks. I wanted so badly to see you and Didier again, Georges. Well, I didn't get the chance in life. I'm still glad to have the opportunity to talk to you now. What, are you saying that Didier wasn't the person who killed you, honestly? Was this who? Okay, then who was that? And for anything else, what was going through Didier's head? Please explain. To hear the things you never got to say. It pains me to see you reduced to this form. But knowing that it's a result of overwhelming regret, that you were just that desperate to find me again, it warms my heart. It's a step in the right direction, but I don't care. I'll take consideration, but still. What on earth was that? Me trying my damnedest to burst into tears. If you cry, does that mean your painting like ruined? I don't think it worked very well though. Does the canvas look wet? Could you feel it for me? Caress. Caress the canvas. I think I'll pass. Well, grab a tissue then. Not feeling up for any brotherly love. Honest and really to see you're still the same George as I always knew. Changing ain't really my thing after all. I suppose it isn't. This doesn't sit right with me. Exactly, Morgana. Talk some sense. What? Why not? You're letting him off the hook far too easily, Michelle. I know very well just how much pain the painting caused you. It might as well have been what resurrected me. I moved past that, though. Okay, doesn't stop him, the pain that's happened, though, but still. Make him pay for what he did. Like, in the smallest way, I guess. Scribble on him. Okay, now that's a good punishment. Do what? Scrawl your anger all over that ridiculous painting. But I'm not angry. You should be. Not a damn fine idea if I ever heard one. You most definitely need to make me pay, Michelle. Georges? Go on, hit me with everything you got. Scribble away. Make a worse painting. No, not a worse one. A better one than Georges ever did. If only you stick with him painting, honestly, Michelle, then you could have outshone him. Even if I wanted to, nothing to draw with. Yeah, just use your finger and I'll trace it out for you. Come on, what are you waiting for? He really wants me to draw on him, doesn't he? Draw me like one of your French girls? Okay. He more than deserves it, Michelle. Exactly. Bring it on, Michelle. This conversation got bizarre fast. Deserves it. Okay. I'll draw on you. Oh god, not the stick finger family. Did you even have a cat? Did you even have a pet at the mansion? Oh my. Now that is downright ghastly. What? You might have actually potential, Michelle. Voodoo doll is the last thing expected from you. For him at that. And a demonic being alongside them. A hellhound. A hellhound of them all. What is the word from a cat situation? A familiar, I guess, a better way to put it. That's for any animal follows a witch. What is a demonic version that we call a cat? The hellcat? The hellhound? There's gotta be a better name for a cat. Oh, I can just feel your burning rancor, Michelle. That's not what I drew at all. Then what is it? It's not important. Family, I guess. Assuming it's all three of you, and I don't fucking know, mom, I guess, if that's the long-haired person, the very far left. But so does that mean that technically I'm, if it's meant to be everyone besides you, then, like, why did you draw your dad? Again, I can understand you drawing, I guess, like, your two brothers, but, like, why mom? Why dad? And when did you have a cat? Please. Please. Now that's finished. I think it's time we all take our leave. Just takes painting off the wall. Let's go on. Let's go on to the goddamn void. Why don't we? Oh, I can come too? Well, I might need a little help with that, Michelle. Exactly. As you can see, walking isn't any one of my talents. Just shuffle wrong. You know, one corner in front of the other. And soon you'll be walking out the door. That's alright. I'll carry you. Hey, careful taking me off my hook. By all means, feel free to drop it, Michelle. Oops. Just crash everywhere, tearing the canvas. I must say, that is a really amusing sight. It's not every day you get to see a full-grown man turn painting being hauled down a spooky hall by his little bro. George's. Does make me wonder, though. Are you two really brothers? I have a hard time believing you even share a drop of blood with this obnoxious lout, Michelle. We are brothers, right, Georges? Oh, don't you start questioning too, Michelle. You're actually adopted! We're absolutely positively 100% brothers. Blood brothers. She has a good point, though. We don't even look that much alike. No shocking family plot twist here. Please. I know you said you were a baby, Michelle. Maybe you were secretly illegitimate, Georges, not me. No, that's a bigger twist, actually. You're not gonna let go of this, are you? Just let go of the painting? Okay. I'm just playing with you. What dittier actually is it? Please. Just have one of them be the illegitimate, honestly. It completely, yeah. Oh my god, you just laughed. Yes? What? I didn't get to see it. What was it like? Give me all the details. An ordinary laugh. Who are you anymore? Is the world ending? It's not that big of a deal. Does that mean that Lily and Michelle Lily had absolutely no laugh or fun or thunder, even when growing up? You never did at all. Wow. You were a sourpuss even before you rightfully turned into a sourpuss. It's not that big a deal. I'd laugh just like everyone else. No, you most certainly do not. Nope, you definitely don't. It's like snorting through your nose like a pig. That's what I do. Well, so much for my tear for you, the brother I always knew and loved. Anyway, so to break a character here, how about one of our favorite witch too? And no cackling, that doesn't count. That still counts as I'm witchy. Excuse me, what would you want me to do? Because every time I see him smile, it's never been about anything good. Plus, now that you got your face back, you've actually quite the looker. Oh my god. Just a painting flirting with you, god damn it. Go on, give it a big old grin. Not happening. Come on. Okay, fine if you don't want to do it for me. Pretend it's for Michelle. What do I have to do with anything? Stop being dense. You can do it for old Michelle, can't you? Show him those pearly whites, girly. Oh my god. Oh, if you insist, I suppose I could smell for Michelle, but only him. Excuse me, was that supposed to be my voice? Because I do not sound anything like that. Look at you all puffing your cheeks and red in the face. George is trying to tease her too much. Curse! I don't know how anyone can stand you. It's like every word that comes out of your mouth exists solely to ruin the mood. Exactly, party killer. Soggy milk on blanket. You know, maybe it wouldn't hurt to lighten up a bit. This is the end of a long journey, but doesn't mean we have to make it somber and uptight affair. I'm genuinely not sure how I feel about you, the most somberly uptight man I know, telling me to lighten up. She's got a point, but I'm not that bad, am I? Yes. Very dense. Very, sourpussy. Exactly. Anyway, shall we be off now? That we shall. The witch and our band of merry men departs. Woohoo. I'm not sure if one person a talking painting constitutes a band, a grand bandstand. Giselle, I know we'll find each other again. I have faith we will. We'll cast away this mansion's darkness. And then I'll wait your return, no matter how long it takes. Yes, I think it's time we took our leave. Well, I guess whether they see Giselle out in the void after destroying everything, or the next life, I guess, there's that too. Whichever way is more poetic, honestly. Having finished what we set out to do, and retrieved George's as well, we make our way to the mansion's entrance hall. I wonder what happens if we just left him in there. He just means he just dies in there. His soul extinguished forever now. It would be out of character for Michelle, but I'm wondering now just like, Michelle just forgot about it, literally, and just left. Oh god, this sounds kind of dark. The large door stands there, firmly shut, holding in the darkness as it has for countless generations. I feel like this will like only just get rid of the mansion that as Morgana has like let it see fit, honestly. It just means someone else can come in and become the new curse bearer. Or I don't know, another split side of her apparently becomes still the hatred-filled person holding up the mansion. Still. It's just still a small part of her, a 1% of soul. If it's anything like Corpse Party. The time is almost at an end. The door ready to be opened. To end the cycle. And begin anew. It's all coming full circle now, baby! Being a painting for all these years, I never realized just how big a place this was. And if you've been hanging on the wall for a while, I'm pretty sure you will not see the grand scale thing, so yeah. All I ever got to see was a hallway and maybe a couple of doors. I mean, talk about dull, you know? Feels like an adventure, exploring a whole new world. A very, very dark world. A dark world. Dark fountains. Michelle, would you mind shutting him up? Do we have duct tape? If only were that simple. Hey, can you blame me for being talkative? It was a lonely life. I'd be fine if you had any concept of the appropriate time and place to be chatty. Are you aware of where we are right now? On the cusp of some grand, revelation? Well, the entrance by the looks of things. Precisely, the end to a centuries-long act of vengeance is about a few feet beyond that door. Only a few feet. Only a few feet. You're treading away like it's another day at the court. And you need to have a sense of grandiose. Some urgency. Some, flamboyance or fanciness to it. Try to maintain at least a semblance of gravity if you would. Starting to notice you're rather ceremonious, aren't you, Morgana? Look, it's fine to be dramatic. I completely agree with that, honestly, too. I like be dramatic, too. I literally make it a mission to, like, try to match the tone of the game itself, even if most times it would just probably make me more sadder than depressed than the game probably wants me to be. This game definitely did numerous occasions. Probably wasn't a great idea to, like, start Let's Playing this game when I was, like, in the cups of, like, another very, very dark period of my life, mentally speaking. Probably wasn't the best idea, but I wanted something to pass the time before I guess if you want to be cynical about it, find ways to stall time, honestly, or at least or I guess in a more optimistic sense, just something to keep my mind on to do, honestly, if I don't have all the time in the world to do things. Yeah. It's a day to be celebrated, not to be all stiff and no fun allowed. If only I had confetti poppers right now, I would be shooting them off like crazy. Add some more color to this drab mansion before leaving it behind. Then the color swirls together and just changes the mansion to be the most fucking colorful rainbow-like cursed mansion to ever exist. Are you not all worried? There's no guaranteed any help lies beyond the door. After all, when the mansion disappears, so too will we. And that is the rightful state of things. Our present forms may cease to exist, but our souls will move on. And so long as they do, we will eventually return to the world. Let us press onward, not fearing a temporary end. Well said, Michelle. If I had feet, you'd just swept me out right off them. How nice. Georges, I'm beginning to wonder what happened if I threw you at a wall. I think he would enjoy it. Honestly. No, let's not do anything hasty. Oh, for God's sake. You're the guide. Let's go then, shall we? How about you open the door and just chuck Georges out in the void first, see if it's safe. Morgana's right. There's a severe lack of gravity to the affair. But thanks to Georges' lackadaisy nature, whatever fear I had is gone as well. His ever playful interactions bring me back to when I was alive. To when it was just me and my two brothers. Fond memories of times we had together. of the admiration I had for them, of me chasing after them. Nothing could possibly replace those days, and I'm glad I had a chance to reflect on them, if briefly, before the end. I take a few steps forward, stopping just in front of the door, and Morgana steps up beside me. I envision the light that lies beyond it, radiant and white, waiting to rip through the darkness. The light we seek, that we've long sought. I take in a deep breath, look up at the door, place my hand on its hard surface, and push it open, welcoming the future it holds. Credits roll. Oh god, what is this armor clanking? Burn the witch. What? Crucify the impure. We take one step back, then another. Is it still going, honestly? Like, oh my god, how many more things are gonna add on to the story? God damn it. What we find outside is not a blinding room of light, but churning blackness and the stench of blood and rust. Metal clangs, growing louder with each heavy footstep. The approaching night. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Didier. God fucking damn it. Death to the unholy. If anyone deserves some, after all this, I'm pretty sure you as well. 3 days and 3 nights hanged upon the cross. Well, it's been like that. Michelle's been on there for longer than that, so your fucking holy duty has been completely done and over with. Just imagine, like, no, imagine someone who's completely and utterly holy, like to the point of doing their duty, honestly, does every single known holy thing in the book, splashing holy water, salt around them, like hanging them on a cross, honestly, everything thing that's shown to, like, you know, exorcise some demon, honestly, and then none of it works. And you're just gonna come to that realization that oh, you were a demon, honestly, are you? I've been trying to torture you for no reason. That or literally just the other more funnier thing of all known ways to exercise me, mortal, cannot stop me and send me back to the unearthly realm. So pretty much nothing you can do, honestly, will stop the quote-unquote monster, demon, or whatever else. So can you just fucking die, honestly? Can you just die, Didier? I don't care, honestly. I don't care. Could be all about like, you know, forgiveness, honestly, is the best thing to do, but sometimes even that has patience and limits, honestly. Purified by the fires of heaven. Death. What's going on? I never summoned this thing. So that's what it's meant to be, honestly. If we didn't pick up fucking painting Jorge George's, honestly, then that means we would have died here because, I don't know. We already went through the entire thing with them, fucking Morgana's thing, like Morgana's tragedy. Honestly, out hundreds of hours over, but barely anything from Michelle's own. So it's our turn, yay! Just again, it was obviously the best choice to chuck George's at him. That will change everything, right? Even though we're no longer holding hands, I can feel Morgana trembling. She's no longer the witch, the once absolute ruler of this domain, but a frightened young girl. Place my arm around her shoulders and pulling her in. I stare, half dumbfounded at the night. It is our holy duty as knights of the church. Every single word that comes out, it just makes me just more and more fucking annoyed. To deliver punishment onto the heathen, me a pact with the devil. The night draws nearer and nearer. His movement sluggish but constant. Hey, Georges, you want to pipe about something? Didier. Wait, for real? Crucify the witch. Cast judgment upon the demon. The word witch comes from the delirious, vengeful phantom's mouth. Proves far more distressful for Morgana than me. Just another day in life. Whoa, hold on. What's D doing here? Please come to your senses, Didier. I know it's you. Oh my god, oh my god. I know it's you in there, please! Oh my god. Oh god damn it. Oh god. Oh, I don't want to go through this trope. Judgment. Crucifixion. Execution. Well, we already done that, so, how much more until you're fucking satisfied? Never. So, be gone. No, I'm not a witch. The night is partially oculated by the dark, writhing miasma enveloping him. but it bears the same muscular build as the Didier I knew in life. Why are you paying attention to that? He's unwaveringly determined to see us executed. Didier. This is not how I hoped our reunion would go, Didier. Why just so very long? Is this how the three of us find each other again? Images flashed through my mind. The day I left the Bollinger estate, when Didier promised me we would one day meet again. Them each giving me a hug before I climbed into the carriage. First Didier, then George's. Is this my fault? Are you kidding me? Is he here because I wish to be reunited with my brothers? What kind of fucking stupid wish is that? There's a fucking monkey's paw thing, you're fucking kidding me? Is this the way the fate chose to grant that wish? Burn the witch. Oh, well look at that. I guess not your only blockheaded brother, huh? George's. Before you get any bright ideas, Michelle. It's not your fault our long-awaited family reunion didn't quite go as planned. Just like me, D cursed himself. Only it seems his is a lot more powerful. I can't believe it. Trying to kill the unholy, apparently, who was actually really holy. Actually, was the reverse. Can you just imagine, like, imagine seeing someone who looks like, imagine like some like a holy knight, basically like killing someone who looks weird, honestly, and you find out, oh, you just killed an angel. Curse thee to hell immediately. God, I really didn't pay a lick of attention to either of you, did I? Oh my god, that's why I didn't talk about him at all. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. The unclean witch must be purified from this world. That's all, that's your whole identity now? Wow. Wow. How pathetic. It is my duty. Hey D, are you in there? I took a whole lot of crap onto your plate. Keeping the family name, taking care of Mom. That's what everything I could leave to you I did. I must uphold the honor of the family name. And when it was all over, I blamed you for killing our little brother. I was convinced that you could do anything, that you were stronger than anyone. Crucify the witch. I'm sorry, D. Burn the witch. He chooses plodding march forward, seemingly unaffected. It's impossible to tell if George's words are getting through to him. Stop, Didier, please. My words don't seem to be either. Didier! He's closing in on us. I'm running out of space to retreat. Dang, the mansion's doors were locked behind us the second we left. Alright, D, that's how it's gonna be. I'll pull up my secret weapon. JoJo stance. That's a painting. But just this once, okay? The knight takes another heavy, merciless step toward us. The exit's right there. We're backed up against the wall. The end was almost within our grasp. It seems so hopelessly far away now. Please, Didier, don't do this. I know you don't actually want to hurt anyone. Well, he still did. Very mercilessly. So, I don't care if the stress got to him, honestly. Didier! The knight raised his sword, thrusting it forward with a heavy swoosh. Death! But then, breaking free from my grasp, the painting leaps into the air. The true unholy of them all. I'm really sorry. You got stuck with a pair of Dulcer brothers. George's! The next second, my oldest brother's blade pierces George's. George's! George's! I don't even know if the S is actually meant to be pronounced or not, if it's just a silent vowel, but still. His form wavers momentarily, before fading to darkness, his voice lingering behind. Don't worry about me, Michelle. I got my share of redemption already. I know we can be a bit of pain, but do for D what you did for me, would ya? Oh my god. Now go on, call out to him. Suck in a big old breath, and call out to our brother with everything you got. George's? It is my duty to punish the impure. To uphold the Bollinger name. Didier! Despite having already stabbed George's, the knight continues his march. Blade pointed straight at me. I clench my teeth and glare at my eldest brother. Running is out of the question. This doesn't have to go on any longer. It's my duty as the eldest son. You deserve to be freed from your bonds as well. Be gone from this world. Didier! I shout his name with every ounce of air in my lungs. His eyes go wide, and his blade swerves off course, missing my heart. And stabs Morgana? Oh my god. And pierces my gun instead. So instead, I'm a slow death by stomach wound instead. Oh, how nice. Didier, it's okay. You can let go now. It's not your responsibility anymore. You have no duty to anything anymore. Didier! Reach a hand out for my brother. Blood spills from the hole in my abdomen in rhythmic spurts. I feel something hot rising in my throat. Let it stop me. I'll stop my hand crawling through the air toward him. He's my brother. I have to do whatever I can for him. Free him. Bring him back. Didier, there's nothing here. In need of your judgment. Pushing fingers, I clasp my brother's arm. I squeeze, holding on with what vigor remains, and give him a shout. Look me in the eyes, Didier. Please. Hear my voice. Hear your brother's voice. I can't stand to lose anyone else. Well, George is already gone because of him. Oh my god. If you don't come to your senses, then George's sacrifice will have been in vain. It's time for you to break free. For all three of us to be free. The curse we placed on ourselves. Didier, please. I hear a sound that's somewhere between a grunt and a gasp. But does that mean that, like, literally just from the sound of it, George, I guess, like, George's soul has been completely eradicated. We'll never see him ever again in the rest of the reincarnation of the world? Holy shit, actually. Okay. That was kind of weirdly harsh. A way for him to go. While everyone else, like, managed to move on to their life, honestly. That's kind of very harsh. Like, holy shit. My vision's gone blurry, so I blink hard several times. Clear my eyes to get a better look at him. Didier. I see his face, twisted in anguish. Shell. Fog. Didier. Oh, thank goodness. You heard my voice. Did I do this to you, Michelle? Yes, you did. It's nothing. No, it's not nothing. I've made the same terrible mistake once more. Didier. They caused you harm, intended to take your life. It's alright, Didier. Michelle. Release yourself. The chains that bind you. But those aren't your duties anymore. You don't have to protect the family name, or uphold the order's standards. You can do as you wish. Punish me for wrongdoing, please, Michelle. Punish me. Didier. Cast judgment upon me. It's all in the past. Something, anything at least, okay, please? Judgment is not necessary for anyone. Hasn't changed what I did. I killed you, I hanged you from a cross. I must be made to pay for my sins. Punish me, Michelle. I implore you. Didier. I think I know now when you removed your helm that day. Why you remained silent for the whole ordeal. Michelle. You're crying, weren't you? Still. I don't care. Still. You still allowed it to happen anyway. Same way with Jacopo, honestly. Still. Same way. Weeping for me. Your tears are atonement enough for me. That's what it is for you. Michelle, you bore a great deal of responsibility in life. As the Bollinger's firstborn, you are obligated to protect the family's honor. And as a knight of the church, you're tasked with the duty of my execution. You had no other choice. I sincerely believe there was nothing else you could have done. I bear no grudge against you. No resentment for the decisions you were forced to make. I certainly don't curse you. Let's just forget it all. It's long over and done. Still, it was a mistake I never should have made. To the life of the purest soul I know. There's no honor in that. Didier. Above protecting the family name above protecting my actual family. You trusted me, believed me to the very end, I killed you. Yeah, exactly. I knew what I was doing. Exactly. All of this, keep punishing yourself for, honestly. Because even if, like, Michelle, like, like, becomes more and more angelic of him, like, casting forgiveness all around, like, I would still be pissed off, honestly. It would take me way longer to get over it than how Michelle did. I knew you weren't cursed. I knew you weren't a witch. I knew you weren't a demon child. You're never unclean. You're my brother, your family. I robbed you of your life. There's no one in this world more unfit to be a knight than me. You don't have to be a knight anymore. You don't have to be the Bollinger's firstborn son. Deciding not to wear those labels won't make you any less the brother I always loved. I'm honored to have been born to the same family as you. Michelle. There's something I never had the chance to tell you, Didier. Oh shit, sorry. I held the enter button down way much more. All my life I looked up to you, admired you. I still do, even now. But there's a next life waiting us. Hope we can be brothers again, Didier. Would you mind if I wish for that? Again, sorry about that. No, of course not. Please do. I hope you allow me to wish for the same. I love you, Michelle. My dear little brother. As he fading away as time goes more and more on. Upon those words, Didier's phantom begins fading away. A white mist that almost looks like it's made of undulating particles of light rises up around him. And before he's completely enveloped, I catch a glimpse of the tears streaking his cheeks. It's the first time I've ever seen him crying. I tend to give him a smile in return, but if I were to guess, I'd say it probably looks rather forced. The fact I'm fighting back tears at the same time certainly isn't doing anything to make it convincing. Before he's completely faded away, I wrap my arms around my brother's shoulders, much like he did for me the day of my exile. Not as eternal farewell, but a promise that we'll meet again, and we'll never see Georges again just because of that. Wow. God. There is still the whole thing of him, what was it? There's still that, natural, I guess, anger someone can have, even if, like, they were not under their right mind, or, like, they are actually being controlled. Like, sure, it's not their fault that happened, but, it'd be another thing entirely from, someone else to, forgive someone for doing that, like it's their face attached to him, a horrible action. Like, you know those stories, I guess, of him, of, like, it's kind of similar with, like, I guess, Mel, honestly, in a other sense. Being forced and blackmailed or, like, otherwise just, like, I don't know, like, go with the witchy supernatural feel the whole entire game is, like, put under a spell to then do, like, horrible acts, honestly. Like, even though, like, they're still, completely not at fault, it still was their face doing those deeds that maybe traumatized you. So it's probably gonna be still a bit of thing to, get over that first before anything else. So, yeah. Didier, Georges, right now, in this moment, I had no regrets about being born a Bollinger. All I have is great pride. So pray that one day, be it 10 or 1,000 years from now, the three of us can be reunited. I've got a number of things going through my mind right now, and one of them is, your family is weird. Excuse me. Morgana. I'm just not trying to put any into words. Just say your family is weird. Don't worry. Those words say everything. Just thank you and silent words, nothing else. You can cry if you want. Won't mock you, I promise. That much. No, I won't cry. I'll save my tears for a reunion. That's gonna be a damn waiting to burst, by the way. Oh, that painting. Didn't have to get itself destroyed. Be fine, I'm sure. Just call him the painting. I have faith. The painting was the vessel, not a soul, honestly, God. As you know quite well, wishes do come true. Would you mind giving me a hand, Morgana? I'm gonna need a little help getting back up. Oh yeah. Bony hand. Reach out. Jerome's pause. He hesitantly extends her fleshless hand. I clasp the bones, and with her aid, pull myself to my feet. Blood spurts from my gut as I do. Maybe I'm, tied up really quickly. There's not much in the way of pain, strangely. Only creeping exhaustion. That's probably even worse. Maybe we should hurry up. I feel like my legs would give out if I so much as give them the chance. Leah and Morgana, we make our way back to the entrance. You're not gonna disappear, are you? Don't worry, Morgana. I won't disappear. Alright. Let's open the door. Together. Bring light into this world of darkness. Move forward. Start anew. Brighter. Let's. I take in a deep breath. Look up at the door. My eyes in the future. It's time to open the door. Not to an ending, but the door to a new beginning. So what new thing will come and block our way again? It's always happened several times before. We just saw it happen once more again, like literally. May the world that awaits us be filled with light. After being so long in the darkness, now there's light everywhere, and it's blinding us. It's blinding us. Oh god, I just remembered. It's gonna be even more painful for Michelle, honestly, isn't it? So much light blaring around, the sun's UV ray just scorching into his skin. Immersed in near blinding light, we press onward. It's white in all directions, not a tiniest speck of color to contaminate it. Not even us? In fact, the concept of direction doesn't seem to exist in this world. Only pure, never-ending white. Actually, no. That's not right, now that I consider it. I was thinking of white as an absence of color, but white, the color, fills this plane. I like how my next thought is if anyone's white colorblind. That doesn't make any sense. It's all disappearing. We made the right choice, didn't we? Yes, this is how it's meant to be. You're a rather impressive man, I hope you realize. Not only did you free 3 trapped souls, you also saved your brother. I didn't do any of that alone. Without help, I doubt I would have made it this far. Yeah, to be honest. Like, George actually gave you more time to spare. And along with everything going on with him, the flashback thing, Giselle was there to help you out most of it. And when she was gone, you already had allies to help pick up, honestly, and act as a support. I doubt I would have made it this far. I would have shattered yet again, until nothing was left. And Giselle gave you that strength? She did. So what, you're gonna wait here for her? I am. In that condition? You can use your cloak that's around your shoulders to tighten the wound, I guess, if you so want to appreciate it. Does that mean literally just like bleeding out and like it's literally just staining the whole white world, just floating in the void, honestly? It falls repeatedly while we just walk on nothing. I won't let myself disappear before she's made it back. Do you remember the warning I gave you in that mansion? About how the soul is damaged and destroyed? It's wholly and utterly erased from existence. Never return in any shape or form. Wow. If you lose much more blood, that's what will happen to you. You'll be erased. Forever. Don't worry. I won't let that happen. Through sheer force of will. If only there was some blood replenishers in here. You put yourself too hard, Michelle. I feel like you're hurt in some way almost every time I see you. I suppose about half of that would be my doing. Yeah. You may have caused me some pain. But I also wouldn't be here without you. What? I mean it. If you say so. I mean, technically, if your curse didn't exist, Michelle's tried to play on tenfold and just immediately move on from that. Nothing changes really. If you want to look at it that more way, optimistically. Besides, I've practically only ever seen you hurt too. Pretty much. I suppose so. Whatever form your soul may assume in your next life, I'll be praying there's far less pain in it for you. This is why I'll never get along with you. Always concerned about others. You're turning into her. Yeah. Can I ask you something? If you were to be born again, would you want it to be in a fully male body? That's what I've always wanted, so yes, I would. Your next life, if you have one, do you want to see Giselle again? Absolutely, I do. And what if you can only have one or the other? Which would you choose? Do you even need to ask? No, I suppose not. Yeah? You know, I'm neither a witch nor a saint, just an ordinary, powerless soul now, so my wishes aren't likely to cause any more miracles. But I think I'll wish for something anyway. For what? Not telling. If you say the wish, I won't get granted. No, no, no. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, I'll be off then. Alright. I didn't think it would be so difficult to come up with parting words. You can say whatever you like. The first thing that comes to mind is fine. Okay. Then I'll say to you the same thing I said to them. Farewell, Michelle. Until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate. Farewell indeed. If, however, if by some infinitesimally low chance we do happen to meet again, would you be my friend? Morgana, absolutely. I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm not a nice person, you know. Like, I'd be surprised if you weren't in some way after all this, but I think it still matches up well. No one can go through that amount of pain, honestly, and come out, like, unscathed at their end. I'm nothing like the white-haired girl. I'm sure to be off-putting and rude, to cause you much grief and pain. Does that mean, oh yeah, since we got rid of him, I guess that side of him, Morgana, I guess, like, we're mostly just dealing with, I guess, a more rough edges version. Although, I guess, in a sense, we kind of then just got rid of him on the side of her that was fully in the role part, so to speak. So, true selves and all that, I guess, in a way. That's a neat way to look at that, like, you know, splitting the soul or separation, honestly. Just getting rid of the side of you that wants to put on a giant facade for other people's benefit. Or, like, some stupid society rule thing. Don't worry. I'm resilient enough to handle a little pain without pulling away. You're fine as you are. You don't need to change. So, let's meet up in our next lives and become good friends. Not good friends, and not acquaintances either. Like, what, BFFs get matching bracelets and all that? Let's go full on out? Just plain friends. Understood? Well, no, that's not gonna stop me from just being good friends, honestly. Like, literally, just like like, there's like, next time I see next slide, there's like some unknown, weird urge inside of Michelle's body be like, no, we can't just be friends, we need to be BFFs. Understood. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, this is goodbye for real. Suppose I'll part with some uncharacteristic honesty. I'm glad to have you in my life, Michelle. And thank you for everything. Morgana. Farewell. Until our souls cross paths once more. And she's gone. It's so quiet. So unbelievably desolate. Giselle, you endured centuries waiting for me to return. I'll wait right here, for as long as I must. I'm gonna CG of him just being in the void. Oh god, the mansion again! I thought we were done with you. It's being melted away. Everything is slowly just being returned to the world. I can feel the mansion, that gathering place of the departed, fading away. I did it, Giselle. I broke the curse. I cast out the darkness. I saved Morgana, and all the other souls trapped there. I couldn't have done it without you. I miss you, Giselle. All I want is to see your face. To hear your voice, feel your warmth, tell you how much I love your smile. The more the mansion is going. What was a home for so many, a place that would shackle them, honestly, slowly just finally fading. And again, the writing, please. Oh my god, we never got an answer to that, but God. I'll never understand it. God damn it. And now it's gone forever. And no one is going to remember it at all. God damn it. Where are you, Giselle? I know I said I wouldn't let myself disappear until you came back. I'm wishing with all my might for my body to hold out. But it doesn't seem to be working very well. I'm coming to realize I grow weaker. The will of one man is nothing to face the will of the universe. Yeah. Where are you, Giselle? I can't see you anywhere. Like one last tragedy for the road. And now the living room where all started. The parlor. Well, the mansion is still standing somewhere out there in the world. At least I have new memories attached. Hopefully good ones. I can see right through my hand, Giselle. My lower body is already gone. The rest of it is following. I hope you'll still be able to find me. Even without a body. Well, she was still able to when you were just a dripless void until you came across, like you were trying to look for her. So wouldn't it be a thing of just her now finding you without a form now? And the tower. Sending messages out to hopefully get anyone to actually hear your messages and cries. I've lost my voice now, Giselle. I don't have much left to lose. I'm dissolving into the light. Say my name, Giselle. I want to hear you. Say my name. I'm here. Waiting. For you. God, even the library too. God, it's so bittersweet now. Where are you, Giselle? Am I making it through to you? Even a little? I need you. I can't allow myself to disappear until you've returned. Until the mansion finally is gone. No. Past the foyer. Where all the tragic and terrible memories are slowly just being pushed back and being succumbed by the universe, be taken and remolded. It's assumed. Giselle. Of course, it ends off with that. The angel that led the way. Michelle. Aw. I finally found you. I'm sorry it took so long. Don't worry, Michelle. I know it's you. I'll always be able to recognize you no matter what. You don't have to be afraid. I wouldn't have made it out if it weren't for you, Michelle. A ray of light reached deep into the darkness, all the way down to where I was lost. It was a light more radiant than anything I've ever seen. So much so I couldn't hold back my tears. You fought so very hard. You broke the mansion's curse, released it from the darkness. I was right about you. You are strong, immeasurably so. Can you hear me there, Michelle? I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long, for letting you deteriorate like this. Thank you. Thank you for waiting. Now it's time for us to return, back to our rightful places. So please, Michelle, don't disappear on me. Don't let your soul's flame be extinguished. I beg you, keep holding on. There's still so much to tell you. I want to hear your voice. I want to feel your arms around me once more. I don't care when, as long as I can have that someday. So that means I need you not to disappear on me. Michelle? Michelle? I believe in you, Michelle. I believe you're still there. That you're still holding on. So I ask that one day you'll come and take my hand again. Oh, and that's how it ends. Feels very fitting, honestly. Oh my god, the whole thing for how they all died like that. Oh god. Age of death, 27, 21. God. The giant just credits roll of how everyone just died, honestly. Before, god. We don't even know, like, Giselle or Morgana's last names, either. Jacopo Berzati. 26 and 27? What? Oh, 67. Oh. Yeah. Age of Death, 25. Yukimaza Ada. I kind of wondering, I was hoping we had something that for the, Yukimaza's name, honestly, we saw him in the cellar again, but yeah. 17 and 24. Maria Campanella. God, we haven't actually seen the side characters one last time before then. Last time we seen them was right before heading to the tower then. Can't believe that was our last time actually seeing that. Nellie died at 14, like, those years ago, and died just 4 years later in the Door 1 tragedy, just from a sickness. Ugh. Wait, eldest born? Oh, did Didier die in battle, I guess? Like, George just, like, survived a bit longer than Didier did in life. I like how we don't get an age for when what was it, Michelle's mom died, because we don't care about her at all. We don't. Whoa. Oh, this seems like an after credits bonus thing. Oh, oh, wait, this is another reincarnation thing. God. Hello? Anybody in there? Class was starting. Last I checked, the teacher never came in through the window. What, you locked the classroom door or something? Oh, right. Just a second. I've been doing it a lot lately, just staring at the window. You wait, watching for something, or just spacing out? And there's this girl who's usually out there around this time of every day. Right over there. You see her? Hmm? Oh, that one? Looks like she goes to the junior high, a few streets down. That's what I thought. But look at her hair. That flaxen color. It's almost the exact same color as mine. I can't get her in mind. Oh god, it's repeating history all over again. God damn it. Oh, really? If you're that interested, why not go have a chat sometime? I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well, obviously you're gonna go with the classic. Hey, baby, wanna get some ice cream and hang out? That sounds like a great way to get slapped. Well, don't say in that way. Just say you want to get ice cream. I'm not trying to pick her up. Are you strong enough to even do that? You're lying to yourself, man. No, I don't know. Like, I'm curious. That's all. That's all. And I'm curious what makes your head work, because it sure ain't what everyone else's runs on. Now get moving. It's almost time for class. Oh, wait. I'm coming. I'm coming. I wonder what her name is. Like a small sneak peek of, like, the next lies for everyone else. God damn it. We're living in the suburbs now. Hey, did you hear about the new ice cream shop that just opened up down by the bus stop? I did. I hear their mint is super good, too. Ah, now I want to try it. Flaxen-haired girl and the other unnamed girl, under unnamed boyo. Now I want to try it. What do you say? You want to go check it out? Let's go. Get some of that mint with a big old pile of chocolate chips on top. Oh, I know. I got a double scoop. Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm gonna double too. That line's going to be crazy. I better get going or... Oh! What is it? Oh, there's a cute boy who goes to that school there. I think we just locked eyes for a second. Well, what's he look like? A prince. A prince? Seriously? Don't be making fun of princes now. Okay, so it's literally just Mel and Nellie, but like they're not they're not familiar anymore, I guess. Or they kind of still are, but they never know until it's too late. You're not 9, you're 14. You still haven't grown out of your fairy tale phase. Like, oh my god. Just you wait. One of these days, I'll meet a real prince, and you won't be laughing anymore. You probably have a more fun time trying to catch a frog and kissing it to be a prince. I think you'd ever be able to get a real prince's attention. That's not very nice. Jerk, blockhead, meanie. Come on, let's get going. Oh, fine. I'll show you one day. You'll rule the day. That is my prince. We couldn't be luckier to have a talented engineer like yourself assigned to our branch. You give me too much credit, sir. Since this is Yuki Maza. You don't give yourself enough credit. I've seen your record, and you come highly recommended from HQ. HQ. I got high hopes for you. The higher your hopes, the greater the follow when I make a mistake, which frightens me. What you call a mistake is what we generally refer to as a great accomplishment. I don't think I've ever met anyone as close to a perfect human being as you. I'm far, far from perfect. I have these urges to commit heinous crimes. I hold back. You Japanese really are a humble lot, aren't you? What is it? I Thought I just saw a woman I recognized. Oh, we get a lot of tourists from your parts of the world around here. No, she's not Japanese. I must be imagining it. This is my first time in France, after all. Oh, this is in France. Okay. The France suburb. Let's go now. Yeah, okay, no, this is definitely a city. Unless the Eiffel Tower is right next to a giant suburb block. The art museum. Shopping. How can you take a vacation to France and not want to see the art? You were there all day yesterday. Oh, is this some Pauline and Maria? He agreed before we left today would be a shopping day. How's before I realized how big it was? Just how many beautiful paintings they had on display. There's no way one day isn't to see it all. One whole day of my vacation bore my skull. Now I can eat the stuff, so what good is it anyway? Please. How about this? We go to a different museum, just no art this time. Sculptures. That's still art, goddammit. What kind of museum if you don't want to look at art? A torture museum. Okay, it sounds more fun. I think I hate you. Line up. You telling me you don't want to see centuries of torture devices from all around the world? Sounds like a pretty interesting time. Absolutely not. Let me switch to the plan and go shopping. Have it your way. That's how you do it. I want to keep going shopping. You don't want to? How about instead we go to a torturous place instead? Okay, shopping it is. The best way. The best way to stay on course. You didn't have to be so... Watch out, behind you! Car! God damn, that hurt. Oh, I'm sorry. Want to watch where you're walking, why don't you? If you're really so desperate to make a damn ruckus, go find a cafe somewhere out of the way. Well, excuse me, princess. I apologized, didn't I? When you be such a dickwad? Have you ever heard of talking, or is yelling the only thing you're capable of? It sounds like you're coming down to her level anyway then too, man. This is why I can't stand tourists. How's a goddamn consideration for people who aren't here just to fool around? For the love of God. The hell's got your pennies in up? And he's gone. Bastard! That sure was something. Something is right. Insufferable asshole, more like. This Jacopo, god fucking damn it. Burn in hell, motherfucker. That said, I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Nah, just imagination. Like everyone is slowly just being split up and divided about. You there. The paper. Wavy-haired man. Good lord, the stock market is a damn mess. What a nightmare. Is this meant to be Jacopo? Who is, like, if the other black-haired man that they encountered was no one else, or literally just a showcase that the blonde-haired girl was actually Maria from how more headstrong and crude she is. Honestly, just showcase that. It's nice to see, like, what was it? Like, the people, like, what was it? Besides Pauline and Maria, it looks like everyone else got split apart from, I guess, each other's, I guess, quote-unquote, pairs, like sibling or otherwise. It looks like they never meet in, like, together in this life. Like, they're all in the same city now, but, I wonder if we're gonna see another version of, Giselle and Michelle here. The tourists don't know how to shut up. The French are a bunch of stuck-up snobs. Ugh. Oui, baguette, cheese. The pizza's awful and nobody knows how to make spaghetti. Oh my god. The spaghetti that I want it to be, not the natural way. Maybe I should just pack up my bags and forget it all. What the hell is this? An article about the human voice? Scientists are studying the effect certain frequencies in the human voice have on the brain. Keep this mug up jump out the paper, my god. I think it's just reference to him, I think Yukimaza saying that Morgana's voice like was sort of calming on him. Save it for some paranormal or science magazine. Well, if it's in the official paper, that obviously means it's right. Right? Or it's sensationalist, honestly. Just the same way how the anti-vax thing was all those years ago in Britain. And then it was the person who started the whole stupid fucking craze out of it, literally left to go to America. People recovered from the anti-vax sentiments there, but now it's in America for now. Yay, isn't that great? Okay, back to the stocks page. Oh, damn it, the wind got my hat. What is wrong with today? It sounds like to me like you're gonna have the worst luck imaginable. I believe this is yours. Yeah. Thank you. The pleasure is mine. Have a nice... Hold on a second. Yes? First up, before I say anything, I am not trying to hit on you. Don't get the wrong idea. Now, have we met before? We have, yes. What? When? And where? A long, long time ago. Centuries ago. Eons, in fact. Much too long for you to remember. Excuse me? Our paths crossed in a mansion many, many years ago. I'm glad to see they haven't changed a bit. Oh, it's meant to be Morgana and, Michelle, I guess? I'm not particularly in the mood for jokes and supernatural nonsense today. I am quite serious. One more question. Do we have any shared acquaintances? We do, yes. Though I cannot say whether she is here or not. That's a very weirdly pointed question, guy, for someone you just met. Shared acquaintances when you don't even have this woman's name besides oh, you look familiar. Hopefully you have the chance to cross paths with her. I, too, am looking for someone. Have a good day, sir. Yeah. Goodbye. Oh boy, the trail. Into the deep woods, the dirt road. There are memories. Memories ingrained in my soul. Over the years, they've grown gradually more distinct. And now, at the age of 21, I remember everything. When I tell this to anyone, they would think me mad. So I kept it to myself my whole life. I remember many ages ago, there was a mansion. Well, time to look for the mansion if it exists anywhere in the real world and just make a field trip to there and get cursed all over again, why don't we? There, I met and lost someone dear to me. There, I waited for him to return. I remember all the centuries I spent waiting. Oh, this is Giselle? And I remember he almost lost his soul trying to save me. I am, once again, waiting for him. I'm making my way to where the mansion once stood. A single red rose in hand. A rose containing all my hopes, my dreams, my love. Like, I don't mean anything negative by this, but I'm just getting him severe flashbacks to the ending of Your Name Now. I pray that it might one day reach you. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all. Make your own rose garden then. Lots of bushes. I probably sound like I'm out of my mind. Based on what the hundreds of hours in this game we are in, yeah, you're completely crazy. Waiting for a man who exists only in my memories. A man who, in my 21 years of life, never once caught a glimpse of. But that doesn't matter, because I know how much he means to me. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I will wait. I will trust the memories burned into my soul. I don't know when he'll show up, or if he even will. Maybe we'll never meet in this life. Maybe I'll wait until I've grown old and died. But should that happen, I'll continue waiting for you in my next life. And the one after that if I have to. I'll always be waiting. No matter how long it may take. How great the obstacles that stand in my way, or what form you may assume. Just comes wandering into the courtyard as a monster. I'll wait as long as it takes. Another 100, another 1,000 years. So just promise you'll come back for me. Michelle. That's the actual official ending, actually. That's actually kind of nice to see, I guess, like, add like a sort of bonus of like how people's souls are faring now. It seems everyone is doing good, although it must be the weirdest thing to could think about. In a past life we were siblings and you still loved me. Like, I think from the sound of it, they're mostly just, like, there's just that connection, I guess, still for, like, Mel and Nellie and this one where they're not siblings. Or it could be one of those weird things of again, how the Door 1 did of you're technically, you know, family, but we never seen or heard of each other before. It could be that. Both, Yukimaza, Lilium, like, holding himself back a bit more, getting, like, tempering down, I guess, urges to, like, get far in life. He's doing well there. I can't quite tell. I'm assuming the guy who was looking at the stocks, honestly, and I'm discussing all of that, actually. I think it's actually meant to showcase that I don't think we've actually seen any version of Michelle actually anywhere. I think the person in the newspaper was definitely Jacopo and talking to someone named, like, talking to, I guess, Morgana, actually. And of course, the ending part was definitely Giselle. So they leave it up in the air whether or not Michelle actually got out or not. Like, his soul was saved or not. And we don't know if literally he's still alive or not, or like he was reborn as someone that probably coincidentally will never see the others in life ever. Probably by this point, just from how it's described, like, everyone had that weird deja vu of actually seeing each other again. But I don't know if there'll be another moment where they'll all come together all at once, actually. So, Giselle seems to be the only person to actually keep all the memories, or like slowly starts remembering for maybe each life. So she'll be waiting for a while. So it's pretty much just, again, like repeating a cycle again. Just playing the waiting game for Michelle to come back. And I guess from the sound of it, Michelle will probably just come back if he's not dead or extinguished by goddamn it, his own fucking brother. Then it just means that he'll disappear after another 1,000 years, which again, that means there could be a sci-fi sequel. Sci-fi curses, let's go. God damn it. Is there anything else? Aw, you're welcome. Oh, that's another thing. I never brought it up. I only just remembered it now. Like, as I was playing this game, there's actually been a news thing by the developers, actually, that they were thinking of making a live-action movie of this game. They don't have a director just yet, or like a staff, but they said they're looking into possibly getting some people to help make it. Like, that'd be interesting to see. I still love that logo. Gears and plants. Don't worry. You don't have to wait any longer. Giselle. I'm here for you. Now this time, Michelle is the ghost following around. The poltergeist. Oh, they actually show him, he actually shows up. That's sweet. They're doing it. Oh, wait. I was wondering if they're to do everything they can to show what Michelle looks like here. Aw. That's sweet. That's adorable. Still kept the long hair, though. Still kept the long hair, though. Wait, does he have short hair with a long thing in the back, or... He put in a ponytail? There are memories. Memories ingrained in my soul. I remember, there once stood a mansion here, in which many tragedies took place. The mansion doesn't exist anymore. It's been completely torn down. Oh god, don't do this whole thing of let's make a new mansion. Looks just like it, okay, honey? Let's don't do that. That's inviting for cosmic hijinks. in which great pain was suffered. Much of what happened in those walls was unspeakable, but they are events I should never have forgotten, because amidst all the misfortune, I attained something irreplaceable. Giselle, there's so much I have to say, so much I want you to know, but I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to get to all that. So for the time being, allow me to say this. Is it a choice or no? Yeah. Giselle? Your smile is a light in my life. I want to spend my days with you. With that smile always at my side. And nothing to get in our way. Ending a Fata Morgana. Here's the fate of Morgana. Again, I don't understand what the house in Fata Morgana is. Like, if it was the house of Fata Morgana, sure. I'm probably just, like, weird grammatically wise, just being weirdly nitpicky. Oh gosh, oh no. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come? I ask of thee, O Father, bestow upon their souls thy blessing. Oh, it's that wish, I guess. Wait, we're here, Morgana's wish. That means it's not going to come true then. Gosh dang it. Oh. Oh, they changed the opening then. Aw. Oh, that's sweet, actually. Oh, that's sweet. Like, just to have the butterflies just be the last thing to see after everything. Instead of both Giselle and from the looks of it, I think in the cover it was just meant to be the other Michelle, the one in the doors. That was other side of Morgana's soul, like intermingled together. Along with someone's hand at the top of the screen. I think I remember seeing at some point, I guess, an enlarged version of that CG. But I forget what that was. I forget who it was. I think it was a guy, though. I don't know if that was Michelle or someone else. But it's nice to see everyone else is doing fine. Like, it's been a long time, like, going through this game, and I'm really sorry about that, people who are just, like, watching this as these episodes were coming out. I'm really sorry about that. A lot of things have happened, like, almost immediately after I finished, like, Higurashi. Technical difficulties, familiar problems, some grief helping with family, honestly, because my dad passed away, and there's a lot of complicated feelings in there, some which I'm still kind of parsing through many different ways, as long as well other technical difficulties, and trying to help out with other family matters, and just trying to get other personal, like, details sorted out. And probably because of that, it makes me wonder if, like, since things are so stressful for over a year, and I decided to play this game, more depressing, but with lots of tragedies involved, I'm wondering if there was a point I was a bit more unfair to the game, because, like, I'll say the story is really well written, and like, it's not a favorite for me. It was a nice time, but, like, there's, like, small things here and there, which what was it, like, I didn't, like, fully connect to, honestly. It's just the whole thing of, like, like, the story is good, but it's not, of course, wholly written for me. It was a nice, I guess, change of pace, honestly, to go through this. Like, the more, like, gothic horror elements and, the aesthetic, honestly, to it. It's really, well, it oozes atmosphere. It really does. And again, I haven't seen many stories actually full-on go into, like, ideas of reincarnation. I think the only time I've seen that, again, was, Zelda, but they kind of just use that to, justify other sequels, like, having, like, you know, similar names, honestly, stuff like that. Wish they kind of messed around with that a bit more in some ways, instead of just being a catch-all of just other names, nothing else to it. I think, funnily enough, it's a small aside that if anyone buys into the whole different timelines thing from Zelda, honestly, that probably the Wind Waker path is probably my favorite. I still need to finish Wind Waker, but like I grew up on Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and oh god, I loved how it mostly just implied that the loop there was kind of closed, and it's mostly just the Link and Zelda there facing up different evils instead. Like those two are like reincarnating kind of. One a boy literally just being named Link out of nowhere for generations, and you know obviously Zelda being like a name that's passed down from in the royal family for generations. But yeah, I don't know how the sequels will go then. Like if it's gonna be focusing on a different group of people that are reincarnated or cursed, or possibly maybe the same cast, but like they're different ways to go about it. But I don't know if it would keep the same cast as the main characters and have a new problem with them, honestly. It'd probably be the most sequel kind of worthy, I guess. Or like they have them as cameos. Like I'm trying to think, like there's a lot of like small stuff that I really do enjoy this game. Sometimes it does drag along, at least for me. Like I already think at this point I made all my grievances known. Some parts of the beginning of setups for like the doors, honestly, like they're a bit like you got a whole summit in your brain of what the whole gist and deal of all the characters is, the setting and the problem that it's there. But then they keep going on another hour or two just setting up the same problem, like reiterating and just emphasizing it once more again. Like it makes sense with the plot twist for those when it finally does come up, but it's one of those things like in the moment it just feels kind of pointless. Like I think probably one of those stories like could have another way of like either doing a sort of dual purpose thing. Like the point of the scene seems like it's setting things up, but it's also like it's for later down the line. Like it's you could write certain stories in a way to just not make it seem like it's repeating itself, but still have like the payoff in the end. And there was like several moments in this game which are really well done. Like the whole ending bit here, the epilogue, the ending, the story. Like I think when Giselle finally embraces Michelle after I forget like after he was going through a lot of the torment from Morgana, still in her hatred-filled state, like using like sharing all the pain she's went to onto him, and then her comforting him, and then moving on to the background time thing, and which brings up I think I've got an idea of like what was it? I think I have a better understanding of how I feel about what was it? There's certain things in games like where like a character knows like mistakes are made, honestly, and they try to tell the people so they can learn from it. Instead of it being like they make their own mistakes, honestly, I think it's a thing about agency to me. I think in my head, maybe it's not the full thing of like why I feel a bit against it in some way, but I know there's a whole thing of feeling like the characters don't have agency in a sense, where it just feels like you're just going from a set piece to a set piece. Like you learn something bad's happening, or you just like a character just tells like another like here's something bad has happened, learn from it. Okay, thank you. But I think they did a good job sort of like circumventing that. Like this is still like the characters still having agency. Like even the whole point of it is literally Michelle putting in all the work to try to get like to convince Yukimaza, Jacopo, and Mel to give the keys up. Like they still have to like reconcile and actually think about it. And like in the past, honestly, there is that. Like I enjoyed that whole section, honestly. I'm trying to even think right now which is my favorites right now. Like I just like it only took me to realize I'm thinking about now, listing them out, that I completely like almost forgotten about the fourth door, the fake door, just because of how it was first told and then overwritten and then said it was fake, and then it was building off of that for the rest of the entire story. This game does have a whole like is interesting like structure to it, which I think definitely maybe at some point contributed to how I'm like I guess annoyed or how baffled I was at times. It's definitely a unique and experimental game, Like, well, obviously reincarnation, things about forgiveness, especially that structure of like setting things up with the first 3 doors, then making a new one, and then they lay out the entire rest of the game's issue and conflict, and then like we just pretty much finished the first act into those first 3 doors, which I thought would actually just be like halfway through the game or like near the end, honestly, and then just swaps over to like doing like act 2 of like figure out what's going on Morgana's thing, and then back in time with act 3, honestly, and beyond. But this is, yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. Small issues again, but it was enjoyable. I can really see why people really like find this game great, like why people think it's a masterpiece. I could definitely even see little influences I've seen people take from this game, like especially the author and writer of Danganronpa Operation VK. I can definitely see that. I can see why people like mix this in with how Higurashi is. Like there's some similar stuff in there. Like really, it's mixing really well. I don't know if I'll go into the sequel too much. I don't know if I'll go into the future, but if I do, it'll probably be a bit way later on because, oh my gosh, I need to get into Echo and Human Echo, honestly. And I know those games will be a while. I don't know if I'll get into the sequel for Fata Morgana, but for my time here, just doing this game, it was a fun ride. Again, really sorry about how long this Let's Play took after like some episodes taking like months apart, honestly. Like I think that's probably another thing which I kind of am regretful about, because I usually try to keep a sort of head, like my headspace into a game as much as possible, like make connecting details and all that. And I feel like with those months apart, some details which top of my head I probably should make really great connections with, like, holy shit, that's what calls back to this or this to that. There's probably way much more and smaller details and big revelations which I'm completely glossing over, which that's probably more well written. I already know from the fact of how much the prose is and how everything is weaved together. Like the first 3 doors showcase that well enough. It's all really well written, but I probably would have gotten a better experience out of it if I had time to sit down and actually go through episode per episode, like one after another, instead of having to take like pretty long breaks to help along with my own life. And I still am very sorry about that. When I do get along to Human Echo and Echo, I'm gonna make sure to make sure it doesn't happen, and I'm probably planning out right now to the very least pre-record and do everything of Human Echo before releasing its first episode. I'll even plan to do another episode of one of Higurashi's side contents, like one of the installments there, as a sort of buffer. That once that last Higurashi video gets up, that means we're pretty much close to me just actually getting to those 2 games. But for the meantime, we'll end things off right here. It's a pretty fun time. Michelle's an interesting protagonist. You don't see a lot of intersex main characters, or characters in general like that. It was a really fun way to actually showcase that the whole curses in the background, all that. Like, man, there's a lot of interesting ideas in here. I'm really glad I played this. I really, truly am. But with that all said, this is the end of the house in Fata Morgana. And with that, we'll leave things off for right here. So, have a fun time watching as I have been playing this. Hope to see me next time, whatever time that may be. And I'll hope you a fantastic day.